Hey, what's up, Alfred? What's up? Yeah, that trailing drawdown is gonna probably get me though. Probably get me. Can't stop. Won't stop. Mm. Hey, yeah. Happy New Year's to you. And you say you're gonna try to get 5 top step XFAs. You're going for the 100Ks. Well, shit. Since it's the new year, what is your New Year's resolution? What are you gonna try to work on this year? So you said 5 pro accounts and 5 XFAs. Oh, did you? Yeah, dude, I hate when I hate when you have moves like this when I'm not even in front of the damn laptop. What I do like though is that the 23% from last week from Friday's price action held up. Like the fib levels from Friday is still holding up. So this is what I do like. I'm talking about a clean bounce at the, like, basically this thing went fib to fib. Like it rejected at the 23%. It dropped right back down to the 23%. And here it is testing the highs from earlier in the session. So I do think that we're going to probably see a breakout. I mean, it's highly unlikely that they drop it, pop it just to drop it again. I mean, we might get a move back down to the golden zone, but hopefully not. Yeah. Yeah, the New Year's resolution thing. Yeah. I guess it's nice to have, but for whatever reason, people don't they don't follow through with it for whatever reason. So I try not to do the New Year resolution, or I won't call it a New Year resolution. It'll be something that I want to continue to work on throughout the year. I'm just waiting for that first TP to get hit so I can start, you know, trailing this, honestly. Actually, I do want to see what this looks like. If I do this at a... Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's how I felt about that, about it as well. And yeah, y'all trader. You trader. Definitely agree. Honestly, like I tell the mother of my daughter all the time, holidays is for women and children. Men, we do this shit every day. We do this shit every day. We do it every day. Just another day. Hmm. Well, 350, huh? 350, yeah. Hmm. So I think I got about like got like 5 8 pay. I probably get one more just in case because I want one to gamble. I'm not gonna lie. I want one to just to gamble. But my goal with these Apex accounts, I really want to see because my strategy, well, my main strategy is based on small size because obviously I'm not going to be spending $10 million for a bigger account size. But with these $18 accounts, I can start actually putting on size and I can go back to minis. Only thing I hate is that trailing drawdown. I got that first target hit. So now I can just kind of trail this now. That's all I need. So my strategy now is what I really want is to be able to trail this as it goes up. I probably want to take one off at the other side of this range and just leave two to run. So I, with my strategy with the, so I do have that, that revenge strategy and it's like scalping, but what I learned, trading in the sim last week is that if I do that, I'm going to go straight to gambling and that's not what I want. I'm just going to start gambling and I know I will. So I'm going to reduce it to 4 contracts. I'm going to have the first target as a 1-to-1 target, the second target as maybe 27 points, and then trail it as it goes up. Because I mean, I'm in middies and this is Apex, so they punish you for the drawdown. As long as I get those first 2 targets hit, those first 2 targets is where I'm going to make my money and I can start trailing and I can make this money. So when I get that second target hit, and I'm gonna move my target up or my stop up. And I'm gonna start doing it like this, start playing it like this. Because shit, even though I'm only up what is that, 20 something points, 23 points. Well, I'm up $1,300. So now I don't have to go for them home run trades anymore. I can trade with the direction of the trend now versus trying to fight it, trying to catch tops and bottoms. Okay. Shit. And then I guess what I could start doing. And I'm gonna just start trading like this. And of course, this thing stops like 2 points away from my target. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, that trailing drawdown is stupid. But and usually, like I said, I wouldn't even trade Apex because Apex 100% goes against my style of trading. 100%. But you can't pass up no $19 account that rebuilds at $40. You just can't pass that up. And I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Alfred. I think my strategy works better in range bound. Well, obviously it does. My strategy works better in range bound markets, and we've been trending for like ever. So, I mean, after the Trump pump, we just been trending. And so when the market is trading in a range, my strategy is very good. But I have to adapt, or because I mean, we usually don't have trending markets, so I never really had a strategy for trending markets. And because I was trading smaller size, trading with the trend per se, I'm not going to make as much money versus countering the trend and finding tops and bottoms. But now that I'm able to trade with size, I can catch 20 points and be up 2K versus, because I mean, look, if I'm trading what, a 10 micro lot on the Nasdaq, a 3 micro lot, I need like 80 points just to make like $500 or something like that. Don't quote me on the math, but I know for 3 contracts, 50 points is like $350. So you can just imagine how many points I need to catch just to get decent P&L every day. But then I was thinking about, well, shit, I mean, if once I get into funded, and when I defeat the trailing drawdown and I get it above 7,500, that's when I'm going to start really upping the ante and really catching these big moves, but with mini contracts versus micros. Because yeah, I think what a 50, so if 50 points is 3,500, or is 350 on micros, and all I have to do is add a 0 with minis. Yeah, I got the 300K. And you said we closed all the gaps? Yeah. Yeah, because with this move right here, yeah, I figured, I was like, yeah, we're probably going to go up. We're probably going up. I mean, I wouldn't short a green candle like that. I wouldn't short that. And where do we bounce? So the prior low is at 94, 93-ish. Where was that actually? Yeah, 92. And we got a bounce at 118. Mm. I would like to see what happens here at 360. I know there's some orders at 350, but I'm thinking that 360 might be an area where price, we see a rejection in price here at 360. 395 was last week's point of control. It was a value area low on Thursday. So we'll see what happens in this little range between 395. I think 395 will probably be the area where we get to, and then we'll probably see a rejection because where's my pen? Oh crap. Okay, well, I got the wrong one. That's fine. Yeah, because we still got the 200 EMA sloping down. We still got the EMA sloping down. So even though we are getting a bullish move, we're definitely going to have to break that 200 EMA. And the EMAs are going to have to flip because obviously they're trending to the downside. And I'm pretty sure we'll get that. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, you know what that means, Alfred. Like I said, one of these accounts will be for gambling. Y'all will see it. But I mean, if I blow the account, I blow the account. And then but these other accounts are definitely just going to be for practice. Yeah, I wanted to get the other side of this range. And I guess Apex will probably it's going to force me to, I guess, take profit. He says you're talking about practice, not a game, but practice. Are you referring? Hold on, what are you referring to with that, Alfred? No, but what I'm referring to when I say practice is practice waiting for the confirmation, practice waiting for uh trading with the trend because I have to continuously practice that. Hmm. When I see the market go down like this, my initial thought is to catch the bottom. That's my initial thought. Being a part of a move like this is my initial reaction to a downward move. Yeah, if I caught this move, I mean this was what a 100. So we moved. This is like almost a. This was literally a 200-point move. I mean we're up about 210 points right now, just about 210, and that would have been a nice bounce to catch that. But I guess for the most part, if the price is trending, uh, instead of trying to catch the bottom, I can just wait and be patient and wait for the retest of an area to continue to trade with the trend. I can do that. I know it's hard, NQ. I know it's hard. I know that you couldn't go for that. I understand. This thing touched my target and didn't feel it. And that's something else. This thing touched my target, did not feel. Mhm. I've been noticing that on Apex. There it goes. It finally filled. I've been noticing that like some of my targets don't fill. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, the NQ is, yeah, I don't know why, but she's so notorious for doing that crap. Damn. Yeah, I trade MFF, Top Step, but not, well, I have Top Step, but I don't trade the account. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I can't have price come back in. And that's the one thing that I'm definitely gonna have to get used to with Apex. Now, in this one trade, I was about $1,900 at its peak. I was only up. I think I only grabbed about. So this thing got the 34 minus 4. So I only had 29 points. Was up $1,700, and I'm gonna tell you what my mental state is right now. That ain't enough. And I think that's something else that I need to really get a hold of. So I mean, $1,700 in a trade, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But in my mind, that ain't enough. It ain't enough. I feel like I can do more. And this is, I guess this feeling is the trap that leads to over trading. Because I feel I can do more. And I guess the thrill of being in a trade, watching that number, watching your P&L go up, I guess it's like a drug, because as I was in this trade, my hope, dopamine, whatever, that feel good drug that's within all of us was on high. And as soon as I got taken out of that trade, it turned off. And now it feels like I want more of it. I want more. I want more. I want to get into another trade to continue to feel that feeling. And so instead of doing a logical thing and waiting for the next setup, I'm thinking, shit, should I catch this short? But I'm not going to do that. But I'm just sharing my thoughts. I'm thinking I should catch this short. Yo, congratulations on that, man. Yeah. Yep. And yes, I mean the only reason why, like I said, I normally do not trade Apex, but you can't pass up a $19 account that rebuilds at $40 or $36. You just can't. I guess just the same reason why I keep my U Profit account And apparently UProfit no longer offers the swing account. So they no longer offer that. I know better than to go long. I know better than to go long. I'll see what they do here. And Apex lets us trade Bitcoin, which you already know how that shit is. And so I definitely have a Apex account for Bitcoin. We can trade size on this thing. Because Bitcoin only goes one way, which is down most of the time. It only goes down. It only goes up so it can go down again. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll probably get a rejection here, and if we don't, then I'll try to reshort it right here. Probably somewhere around here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll look at it in the morning. And Griff can trade. Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, the only reason why I'm trading this is because of the price tag. It's only 18 bucks. It's only 18 bucks. But what I'm actually going to probably start doing now is trading the ES. I'm going to probably start trading the ES more with size. Because what I had to catch like 20 points or whatever to get $1,600 or whatever. Shit. If I can catch 9 to 10 points on a 4 lot with ES, and y'all know I catch the tops and bottoms on ES. So I think this actually might be an opportunity just to really trade ES on Apex. With my trading style, I don't DCA into my ES trades. Obviously, if I'm wrong, I just take the loss. Because when she goes, especially if you have size, she's gone forever. Now, if you have one mini contract on the ES, normally it does not go 20 points in one direction before it comes back. So even if you were to buy the top, let's just say that you bought the top here, and well, shit, in this case, it dropped down about like 40, but it usually doesn't do that. 9 times out of 10, the ES will range before making a move like that. So for the most part, the ES, I mean, even if you bought the top, not this top, but if you bought the top, I mean, the ES will literally give you chances to get out because that's just how she trades. She ranges most of the time. And then when she finally breaks out, then you get that trend. And if you're on the wrong side of the market, well, you're just going to be on the wrong side of the market and you have to take that loss. In my opinion, with size, I might actually reduce my stop from 9 points to about 5, depending on where I get in at. Depending on where I get in and depending on how, because I mean, I can't take 9 points with 4 mini contracts, 6 mini contracts. I might just honestly do a 3 or 4 point stop, 5 probably at the most, because that's a lot. And what I probably might do is let me just actually start that up right now, because what I probably do is get in with 1 contract, and if I see it finding support, then I'll scale in the rest of my position size at that area versus trying to get in all 4 mini contracts, and then it does this liquidity sweep before it makes its move. I think I'll probably do that. Let me actually make a class like that. I think it's like 45. ES prepper. There we go. So I think I might actually just focus on the ES. Focus more. Because you can make way more money on the ES than on the Nasdaq. But you just have to have the size. Because the ES is a size queen. And you know when you're wrong on the ES. That's another good thing about the ES. You know when you're wrong. You don't have to. I mean, you can, but it's kind of hard to convince yourself once price breaks out of a range and it holds, like it breaks out and it comes back and buys it, and you're selling it, and they're buying the retest of a break of structure to the upside. I mean, you can't lie to yourself about that. On the Nasdaq, you can, but on the ES, you really can't. You really can't lie to yourself. But yeah, we probably might see a pullback right there. Why you say that, Grifkin Trade? Because yeah, I mean, people say I should trade the ES. You, gain weight, everybody. I'm in love with the Nasdaq. I'm in love with the Nasdaq. Yeah, the ES does. ES is just so boring. But I guess if I put size on her, maybe that'll up the ante a little bit when I see like, oh shit, I'm only up 8 points. Because like what, last week I put on 6 E-mini contracts. We caught the bottom last week and only up 2 points. And I was already up what, $800, $900, only up 2 points. And we caught this bottom on the ES last week. Where was it at? We caught, where was it at? It was like 38 or something. Yeah, we caught this. We caught this bottom right here. Got a nice, this one right here. We got in at 39 or something like that. We got in at 39 and we rolled it all the way up to about 51. And I was in micros at the time, made $600, $700 on that move. And that's what I'm talking about. Because on one mini contract, you got to make like 16, how many points you got to make? It's like only like $700 for like 18 points on one mini contract. Seriously. Yeah, you got to make like 17 points, 17, 16 points or something like that. Let me see. Yeah. You got to catch a big move on the ES on one mini contract. But if you have decent size on the ES, you can make a lot of money. Gold is actually 'Kay. Yeah, so you think I trade better on the ES than the Nasdaq? The Nasdaq, I just have trust issues with her. And then, like I said, yeah, honestly, last Friday, I was talking to Smith, and I was able to catch this long on the Nasdaq. Because once I knew, I was like, dude, they're gonna run 200. They're gonna run it, and then they're gonna bounce. So I was able to catch this long right here and make about 2K with this leg right here. And here's the crazy thing. I almost messed up here. Like I literally almost messed up because I almost made the same mistake that I made last Friday. I almost moved my targets up to this range. I almost did. Or hold on. Yeah, okay, yeah. So this was it right here. Yeah. I almost made the mistake. But something told me, it was like, bro, just get out the damn position. But it took everything in me to get out of that position. I cut the position. I walked away. I came back and I was like, wow. Wow. If I did not get out of that position right here, I not only would I would have gave back my gains, but I probably would have blew the account because I was heavy. And this is an MFF account, not an Apex account. So because like I said, I was practicing the that strategy that I got for Apex. And I said, fuck it. I'm sitting there getting all these bounces. Let me just try it on my MFF account. And I was able to catch 2K. And I got greedy. I almost moved my target up. And I just got out of it. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. And I think that's probably why Griff can trade. You're probably right about that. Because I do switch from trading to gambling real quick on Nasdaq. Nasdaq is, I don't know what it is, but it just has that effect on me. Just prefer to gamble it. So yeah. Yeah. And how do I feel about gold? So I'm actually, so that's why. So if you, I think November, I was trading gold, and we was damn near 100% in gold until I started to gamble in gold. But gold, in my opinion, gold is very easy to trade. And that's why I was actually trading gold, but then I switched to Bitcoin. And I enjoy trading Bitcoin more than I trade gold. But I will pass on this information to you with gold. In my opinion, gold is probably one of the easiest metals to trade, in my opinion. I made a lot of money trading gold, but I just enjoy trading Bitcoin better. You don't need more than an 18 to 27 point stop on gold. She has the personality that when she's gone forever. You chase her, she will punish you. You have to get in at the right area, and you have to get out at the right area because she don't come back. Smith, unfortunately, when I told him that, he didn't listen. And unfortunately, all the work that he did in his account, it was gone because she does not come back. You got to trade her the way that she wants you to trade her, which is you get in at support and you get out at resistance. She doesn't overshoot. When she starts to trend, she trends. She don't come back. Kind of like right here, when she starts to trend, she does not come back. She does not come back. When she gets going, she's gone. And if you trade her the way that you're supposed to trade her, you'll make a lot of money with gold. You see how at support levels, she barely overshoots it. If you got it, like if you waited for this and didn't chase it and just waited for the pullback, you got a perfect entry right here to catch this move, the retest resistance. And right here, you got this range right here. Price started to form this range and this perfect range right here. You got this breakout, a retest of this range, and now she's trending. Gold is very similar to ES. I feel like gold is very similar to ES and Nasdaq, but it's more closer to ES. CLs is almost the same way. It'll range most of the time, but then when it breaks out and starts trending, it hurts when you're on the wrong side of it. So 27 cents of risk is all you need. If you have more than 27 points of risk, in my opinion, I feel like that you're putting on too much risk. I honestly feel 18 is all you need. 27 is just in case she does this thing right here where she wicks out and then goes without you. So I usually run 27, even though 18 is probably enough. Honestly, based on this, we could see a move back down here to R1, honestly. Or actually, no. We gotta see what happens here at you gotta see what happens here at 26.44. Like this would be a great risk to reward trade right here. At 18 to 20 cents point stop right here. But honestly, the way that this looks like a head and shoulders pattern. So this actually might be making its way down. So we actually might get a move back down to R1. Like I said, I would never recommend ever doing this, but I'm in the sim on this. I'm in the sim. I did have a gold. Actually, probably do this. 27.54. Golden touch. Again, please don't take this trade. I'm in the sim with this. Yeah, 27 cents is all you need. Anything more than that, in my opinion. Actually, did I do this right? I did this right? Because that looks like that's too much. It looks like that's too much. Could have sworn that's how it 27. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, we'll come back to that. But yeah. Getting this short, this retest of this short up here. This right here would have been how many points? 476. So this would have been 10 points right here. Or yeah, but the math with gold is just weird. So that would be 1 point. This would be 2 points right here. So if you caught the top, you'll be up 2 points right now. Three, 4 points. Yeah, we just have to see what happens right here because we got, I mean, the price is trending on gold. They actually might come in at this 50 EMA actually. We'll see. But this is, like I said, this ain't the NQ. So when you see that reversal pattern on gold, you can kind of trust it somewhat. A good thing I got out that ES trade. I think I got out of that. Actually, I think I do got some ES trades already. I already got some set, yeah. Just in case. You said 2635.3. So I use tick charts. For the most part, I'm using 1,000 tick charts. I think that's like a minute. It's equivalent to the minute chart. Actually, I do want to take this short on ES, actually, but I'm going to take it on the sim. Take it in on the sim. I do want to see how I want to see how it looks. That's exactly where I would want my stop at. And I wouldn't be surprised if this damn thing actually works. But yeah, I trade on 1,000 tick chart. The only chart that I don't trade 1,000 ticks on is the MNQ. I trade an 1,800 tick chart. And so far I've been trading for maybe four years, I think. I started in 2020 with options. I've been trading futures for 2 years. Was I trading futures during COVID? I think I was. Yeah, I think I was. Yeah. Yeah, I think I was. Of 2022. Okay. Dang, about 2 years ago. Yes and no rebalance. Yes and no. I got the confidence. So, me and my trading partner, I believe we actually started in 2023 streaming. And at the time, I was in the back and he was in the front because honestly, I didn't. Well, I mean, it was for various reasons. I only had one workstation at the time, and that was at my actual workstation for my career. And I work with sensitive information. So, having the possibility of anything sensitive being flashed on screen was an obvious no-go. So that's how we started. But when my trading partner had to go overseas for his job, and that's when I came to the front. I had to set up a whole new workstation and in a separate room away from my other work desk. And from there, it's just been kind of like, I guess I don't really think about it. I guess what I'm trying to think about is, I guess how I want to say it. So I don't have, I mean, I'm not afraid of losing, but I don't like being wrong. And if I'm wrong, and I understand this is trading, I'm going to be wrong sometimes. That's when I begin to start trading on tilt. And just like Alfred said previously, earlier on, when I would go tilt, it would get ugly. It would get really ugly. But then another emotion came, and I don't like looking like that. I don't like looking like I lost control, because I mean that's what trading on tilt is. You losing control of your emotions. You're no longer trading the charts. You're trading with your heart. And that's where this revenge strategy came up with, and that's why I still have it, to remind myself that, hey, yeah. So I will say that yes, over time, it has helped. I don't want to look like a fool in front of other people. So I will probably think twice about some of the positions that I get into. Even though you shouldn't. I understand that some people are looking for just confirmation of trades that they already want to take but don't have the confidence in. And I have to think about that. So in trades where I want to test out, I will say, hey, I'm in the sim. I'm just testing this trade out. I don't have no bias with it. I just want to test it out. I just want to see what happens. Just so people don't come and say like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just take this trade and No. But that right there, that's also in the back of my mind too. I mean, I understand that it shouldn't. I understand that if you take the trades that I take, you're taking it at your own risk. I get it. But uh I also understand that, you know, that's why some people, they just want somebody else to be in the trade with them. It makes them feel better. It gives them the confidence. So I have to be mindful about the trades I take on stream. Um, and if I'm trading against the trend, I will always say, okay, I'm trading against the trend, but I'm taking this trade because we're at support. Now, like I said, usually when we're not trending, it works. But if we're trending, well, those are usually my worst days with that strategy. Trending days, trending are when the market is trending, those are usually where my losses come from. But other than that, I'm usually a 90 to 80% trader. But this last month, we just been having trending days, trending days, trending days. So I guess that tells me that I now have to kind of reevaluate my strategy. I have to reevaluate it because we just been trending and it doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon. I think the new meta of the market now is trending because we haven't had a range day in a very long time. We haven't had a range day in a very long time. We just been trending every single day. Every day has been a trend day. I think our last range day was on December 12th, and I'm thinking that this is December 15th, where we had ranges, but we just been trending, 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 trending. So, yeah, rebalance. Yeah, mine's too. Yeah. You too. You too, Alfred. Have a good night, man. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't think that this is done, but I'm not gonna get into another trade tonight. Like I said, I'll probably get one more Apex account to gamble. Probably get one more. One more to gamble. And this is what, so earlier on, this was what my revenge strategy when I would go on tilt. I would get 6 mini contracts and I blew so many accounts doing this. But when you're trading on tilt, nothing's ever enough. So I would have 6 points of risk. And I did update this strategy a little bit, but I did update it a little bit to where I can kind of catch bigger moves, but it's not worth it, honestly. Especially with Apex. It's not worth it. And this is why 27 points of risk is all you need on gold. We'll keep this right here. I went tilt on gold one day. It missed it gold missed me by a tick on a short. It missed me by a tick and stopped me out. And because of that, I blew like 6 funded accounts because I wanted my revenge for that short. I kept shorting the market, and we all know that gold was super trending. I was just lucky enough to catch the short when I saw the short setup. But this is when gold was trending to the upside, and you couldn't even short gold, but you know, the setup showed itself. It missed me by a tick. And it moved up, stopped me out. And because of that, I lost 600 accounts because I went on tilt. And I will say that this stream has kind of, it documents that behavior. So when I look back at it, it's like, man, I look like an idiot or I look like a fool. And then that results in me changing certain behaviors. It results in that. Oh, this thing stopped me out? This thing stopped me out. And this is how I would trade on tilt. This was my revenge trade strategy right here. It says 600 has got to be an exaggeration. You know, I would kind of hate, I mean, well, with Apex, you kind of have to take your profits when you see your profits. Unfortunately, you got to take your profits when you see them. But we could see a move back up into this range tonight. We could. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I hate that so much. All right, so I got stopped out of my ES trade. And that's why I wanted to take it in the sim. Yeah, let me actually do that before I go to bed. Let me do that. Just get one more account because I do want to gamble. I'm not gonna lie. Do want to gamble one account before because I think the sale ends tomorrow. I think. Yeah, the sale ends tomorrow. All right, so this will be the last account I got. I think I have 6 Apex accounts for 18 bucks. And I don't expect to pass any of these before tomorrow. So he took a short at, yeah. I mean, that's why I don't think price is going to get above. I mean, we might run, like I said, we might actually run. We actually might run up to about 365 on the Nasdaq. But I do see what you're talking about, though. You see what you're talking about. I would keep it tight, though. I would definitely keep it tight. If you're shorting this for scalps, keep it tight. We got one, two. We got one, two, one red candle, 3, 4, 5 green candles. That's, I wouldn't want to short that when we got all this bullish momentum to the upside or staying short for too long. Yeah. Yeah. When I see doji red candles, that's usually a good spot to go long. And a lot of professional traders do that. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. I said, you'll probably get a small scalp, but I would not look for a reversal short. A scalp short, yeah. A reversal short, no. Look at the ES. I mean, shit. This is why if you shorted the ES, it got 2 bullish engulfing candles. That is, I mean, I wouldn't short that. I would have to wait until the next what the next couple of candles do. And this is an 18,000 tick chart. I think this chart would be more equivalent to, let me look at the hourly chart. Yeah, I guess it could be like an hourly chart somewhat. But the hourly is probably the highest that I will ever go. And we're day traders. I mean, yeah, you can look at the weekly, monthly to see what direction that you should be really trading in overall. But I try not to go above the hourly when I'm looking at time charts, because we're just looking for intraday moves and not trying to catch the overall trend. Yeah, probably got 590. So we got that. So we got that. So I mean, they ran the lows. I mean, we could see, like, when price comes back into this area of consolidation on the ES, I do think that we'll probably see somewhat of a move down, but not a reversal, because they held strong here on the ES. You got your nice double bottom low right here. And you got your liquidity sweep right here. And then we saw these bullish engulfing candles afterwards. So it's highly likely that we'll probably get a retest of 59.83 sometime, if not today, sometime this week. But for the most part, 60.30 might be the market's target for the ES. Probably around like 620-ish, around this point of control right here. Let's see what that's at. Yeah, around like, 615. 615 is probably a good number. I still do think that we'll probably see a rejection at 360, and if not, 395 is probably where we'll see like a rejection, a pullback. Not a reversal, but a pullback. but this range probably might be the market's target. 525. 525 might be that target. 525 to about 490. But we still got that 200 EMA right there, sloping down. Mm. Yo, congratulations, y'all, trader. Yeah, I mean scalping. Yeah, and that's something else that I have to work on too. I gotta a scalp can easily turn into a trade for me, and I have to work on that. That's something that's a habit that I have to break out of. But the one thing that I do enjoy from last week was this trend line. Trend lines, I will say that before I trade technical analysis, but technical analysis and price action is my bread and butter. But trend lines, I just never trusted in trend lines because I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why would a trend line be an area where people buy and reject price from? And I always disregarded it, but I see how foolish I've been. Trend lines work. Chart geometry works. We drew this trend line, and as soon as we got a break from it, you can see all the stops, but then the bulls bought it right back up. They tried to get right back into this trend channel. They failed. And after that failure, price never looked back. It never looked back. And the same thing can be said right here. This trend, if you was following this trend right here, after we got a break, it never came back. It did not come back. Trend lines and trend channels work. And it took me all year to discover that, or to actually believe in it. Because we was trading in a trend channel this entire, from the December contract, we was trading in this trend the entire year with December. But I mean, I guess the March contract, you can see that obviously it's outside the trend now, but we was in this trading in this trend the entire year. Or not the entire year. I think it was like September or something like that. November. Yeah. I guess I can actually delete these things now. Well, it looks like y'all trader looks like you're short. Well, yeah, that short have been so stressful. I wonder if we're going to get a move back down into this golden range right here. So I mean, for those that are probably wondering what these fib levels are, these are, so this is so if you have Tradeovate, you also have this. I just took the stats from Tradeovate and just put it into NinjaTrader. It's the golden zone fib retracement on Tradeovate. I just took the fib levels, put them into a fib retracement on NinjaTrader 8. But the good thing about NinjaTrader 8 is that I can have more levels, or I can put in more levels. And what I've noticed is that the market likes to rotate between the golden zones and the 23%. And you can see these are the fibs from Friday. And I mean, shit. If you just followed these fib levels, you just shorted at the 23% and you just targeted the golden zone. I mean, you got some chop, but I mean, it got there and it over exceeded. And it likes to rotate between the 23% and the golden zone. So, I mean, if you can get a good entry, I mean, you can get it on the Nasdaq. But I mean, that's the one thing about the Nasdaq, though. That's why she becomes very addictive. She has so many instances of instant gratifications where you can catch 50 to 100 points in one leg. This leg right here, 450. This was like 100 points right here in one leg. She gets you so many opportunities to make money, and that can be overwhelming with the Nasdaq. Mm. Yeah, I think so too, Knife Art. I think so too. I think we'll probably see that rejection at 360 or about 395 for sure. But we'll see what happens at this 23%. Yeah, I just need to. There's a coincidence that this 23% is right at 300. All right, so we're in the sim. So shit, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So what do you mean by that, y'all trader? You said based on statistics. What do you mean by that? You're just talking about just the risk to reward to the trade, and you're talking about this candle right here. This is the candle that he's talking about right here. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. From this candle, we got this move down, and not only did we get a move down, but we got to break a structure as well. It broke structure here. Have a good night, Night Part. Oh shit, actually. Hmm. Honestly, what I probably should do is this area, like R1 might actually be an area where R1 might be an area where they might try to pull price back to. Oh crap. Well, I guess since we're talking about gambling, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen Squid Games by now. I'm pretty sure. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I definitely been thinking about, I mean, like the whole concept of it, about how people, I mean, well, I mean, everybody has their own reasons. Gambling is definitely fun. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not, but uh, when it's done unresponsibly, it can definitely become a monster. And the people or the characters on Hunger Games definitely show that what happens when you allow your gambling to go out of control. And I would never, I would never put, I would never suggest trading your life for money. Money is a tool. That's all it is. It's just a tool. It shouldn't be your god. It's a tool. I mean, the Fed can literally print it up whenever they want, and they have been doing it. And that's why inflation is so freaking up. They've just been pumping they're trying to stimulate the economy with quantitative easing. But I will say that Squid Games definitely some of the lessons that it was trying to teach. I'm definitely trying to take in, especially when it comes to trading, because obviously trading turns to gambling real quick, especially on the Nasdaq. I will say that I do, or at least I saw myself and some of the things that they tried to teach. And one of those things were people would rather take the gamble versus taking the sure thing. And how I can translate that into trading? Well, I mean, I can easily make money by just waiting patiently for price to retest areas of supply and demand. Anybody can do that. But a lot of us, we don't. We take the gamble and trade without any prior structure. Without any prior structure, we will hop into a trade and get in because it's momentum, whatever the reason may be. That's why we got in versus selling at resistance, buying in areas of supply to get that quote unquote highly probable trade, because nothing's guaranteed, right? It's just highly probable. But we don't do that. We gamble, we blow accounts, we get another account, and we do the same thing because gambling is fun. So it's like, well, you can look at those people in that show and say, well, they put them own selves in that situation. Now, we shouldn't feel sympathy for that type of behavior. But the reality is that we all can get caught up in that crap. We all can. And as I was looking at some of the choices that some of the people made, I mean, obviously, most of it is like, no, I wouldn't go that far. I have a budget for gambling. And once I go past that budget, I tell myself if I ever touch my money for my lifestyle that my family depends on, if I ever touch that money, then I'm gonna stop. If I ever destroy my trading workstation, I'm gonna stop trading because that's my it for me, and I think that's very important to have a line that you shouldn't cross. And as long as you don't cross that line, then shit. If you rather just trade and gamble and have fun and blow accounts, then hey, it's your money. But it only becomes a problem when you go outside the boundaries that you set for yourself. Like some of those people talking about there was like $500 million in debt in yuan when they don't even make that on their day to day or whatever profession that they chose to be in. It's crazy that people would take out that type of debt when you know you can't pay it back if you were to lose. But you know, people do it anyway. So people do it anyway. Y'all trader, I'm in Central Time. I'm in Texas, United States, Texas, Central Time. I'm probably going to end the stream in the next like 10 minutes. We usually trade the New York Open. That's 8:30 for me and my trading partner. And we usually just have this night stream for therapy, for just talking, chilling. Trying to find a setup for the next day. Stuff like that. Well, I mean, if you try to re-short it at 370, I would wait for the confirmation. Because the one thing that I've noticed right now is that the EMAs are set up for us to start trending. The 200 EMA has now started to curve and flatten out. It's no longer sloping to the downside. And again, we got all this bullish momentum. So we actually might see a move up to 360, 390 on this one. Just be careful on that one. Again, it's your account. Not telling you how to trade. Just be mindful. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, I'm San Marcos, closer to Austin. And what inspired the move down there to Colombia? Is it what inspired the move? Yeah, I hear a lot about that with Colombia. I had a female friend go down there. She told me that she actually enjoyed it. She said she was afraid at first because obviously she was down there by herself. But she said that, you know, in hindsight, it was an enjoyable experience for her. I bet. I bet. That'll be any. I bet. Yeah. Really? $800 a month? Hmm. Yeah, I see a lot of that about Thailand as well. A lot of YouTube influencers are in Thailand. They're saying that they don't really need a lot to live down there. They just save money and enjoy life, and yeah, life is good out there. I apologize, gain weight. But y'all trade, are you trading your own money, or are you trading your personal account, or are you trading a prop firm? Trading Top Step. Well, actually, I do have a question for you, because this was a question that I asked on stream, but I mean, a lot of people prefer to trade like MFF or their personal accounts, or take profit. I mean, Top Step is not the cheapest anymore. What makes you choose them over MFF? Well, yeah, I think MFF is cheaper if I'm not mistaken. You just Oh, you trade 3 micros at a time? You know, honestly, okay, so that was actually my original strategy with the Nasdaq as well. Oh, so you haven't you haven't tried MFF. Okay. Well, I'm not promoting them or nothing. It was just I guess I have a business mindset, or yeah, business focused mindset. And it's not that I think that MFF is better than Top Step, it's just cheaper if it's doing the same thing. And so that's why I don't trade Top Step as much as I used to, because they're just not the cheapest anymore. Now I do enjoy the fact, I mean, the only difference with I mean, even with, so I mean, well, I guess it really, well, I guess they don't offer this. Well, actually, let me actually take that back, because I forgot that MFF no longer offers the 150K and 100K starter accounts. They no longer offer those. They only offer the 50K starter account, which is only $97 with no activation fee. So it's 97 upfront. That's all in, with a $1,200 capped payout per week. So just one payout pays, I mean, shit, that pays for the eval plus. And that's what really attracted, or that what really makes MFF attractive to me. Just one payout, just, yeah, I mean, you basically 10x all your money, 12x, whatever you want to call it, 11x all your money. Yeah, they don't offer the 100Ks and 150Ks anymore. Yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm not gonna try to mispronounce your name. So this is a tick chart. I just say LV. So LV, yeah, this is a tick chart. It's an 1800 tick chart. All right. Yeah, MFF is pretty cool, man. They got instant payouts. That's what really separated for the. That's what really did it for me. All my payouts were literally instant. As soon as it got approved, I got the email that my payout was approved. I got the email from Rise that my deposit was put into the account. And I got the email from my bank account that Rise transferred that money to my bank. And I got the confirmation said that my money is now confirmed and is sitting in my account. Uh, if all of prop firms did it that way, that would be awesome. But you know, I see that especially with U profits with their no payout accounts or zero payout accounts, zero payouts. A lot of people was talking about having to wait a couple of weeks, a couple of days for just to get the approval and the money. I haven't been with Top Step in a while, but when I was getting paid out with Top Step, it took about 2 or 3 days, or not 2 or 3 days. It took about 2 days with Top Step. It's not instant, but I mean, it was fast. But instant payouts, you can't beat that. Can't beat the price. You can't beat the instant payouts. And it seems like the CEO himself is pretty cool. At least in the Discord, he is. At least publicly facing, it seems like he enjoy what he does, and that's and with these prop firms, you're gonna have to have a CEO like that because we already seen what having the wrong CEO at these prop firms does to a prop firm. A rug pull happens, they lie and say that, oh yeah, we got the money, don't worry, and then next week, oh yeah, it was scammers that got us. Bull crap. So it looks like MFF is here to stay. Yeah. 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 And that's just the one thing too. I mean, on the other side of MFF, there is a 40% consistency rule on both sides, where you have to really manage your risk and your targets. I mean, if the consistency rule is a drawdown, well, that would probably deter a lot of people. There's no consistency rule on the eval, but there's a 40% on the funded side. Which, I mean, honestly, you really shouldn't be shooting for the moon anyway on the funded side. You can only take out $1,200 per week anyway. Start getting $500 daily. Take out half of that. That's all you really need to do. Like I said, all you need is one payout, and you just 11 extra money. But with the 50% upfront, but then having the freedom on the other side, and that's a double-edged sword for me personally, because especially if you're trading the Nasdaq, it's very tempting to just keep going in for more, to keep jumping back in for more. It's very tempting, and I blew a lot of accounts that I shouldn't have because of it. Over trading. Oh, just a little bit more. I'm up 2K, but I can be up 5K. I mean, if you go back in and catch 20, 50 points, I mean, you can get a 3K payout, 5K payout, 10K payout. And it's always a reason to get tempted back in and keep trading when there's no restrictions on the funded side. And I think not Top Step, but I think these prop firms are starting to see that. I think that's why a lot of them are now saying, hey, you can just, they'll have the consistency rule up front, but then give you the freedom to hang yourself on the back end. But I mean, good traders, I mean, that's not going to affect good traders, but now these prop firms are capping payouts now. Top Step has already capped theirs. So it just seems like now these prop firms are now moving in unison, and they're raising their prices gradually back up. And it's going to probably get to a point to where all accounts will probably be like $500 now. Hopefully it doesn't get to that point, but it does seem like that's where the space is moving towards. Mm. Yeah, I have. Yep. I've gotten paid out from UProfit. I've gotten paid out from Top Step. I actually got one of their 7K Top Step. So when Top Step TV first came out, if you was in the 7K and above club, they sent you a hat. I got that hat. They gave you a coin. I don't know where that coin's at. I think that hat is in that box over there. But I got the 7K payout hat from Top Step. I got paid out from MFF. The only prop firm I haven't gotten yet is Apex. That's the only one. But I keep gambling in those accounts, so. Yeah, I just keep gambling in those Apex accounts. Okay. Well. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. We'll come back New York Open. Just be mindful with the short. Well, just be mindful with your shorts up here. I want to point out that the market is setting itself up to start trading. So, I mean, if we do start pulling back, the bulls will buy it. The bulls will buy it if we do see a pullback. If you want to be a bear, I would try to be a bear around VWAP. 395. See what it does at 360. See what kind of reaction we get. See what kind of reaction we get, but with a move like this, I mean, I really don't see the market reversing. I really don't. But that said, everybody, have a good night. Peace.